Hello everyone, this is Sam Overton, and I'm going to show you the 4 tools or resources that you will need in order to get your online business started right now. Come check me out. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to go over the 4 things that you need in order to get your online business started. So what's number one? Number one thing you need is your domain name. And the reason why you need your domain name is because that's what Google, Bing, and any other search engine, that's what they display when someone types in your domain name or something similar to your domain name. So my main point with a domain name is to first start off by writing down 25 to 50 names. And the reason why I want you to do this is because people get stuck on the names and they don't figure out what name they want, and it can become a long drawn out process. So first thing you want to do is to make sure that you have a domain name that you truly want and you'll be satisfied with. And just note too that this may not be your only business that you start online, and so there'll be chances for you to upgrade it and make things better. But the biggest thing and the biggest key that you want to use in order for you to become successful is to get started. You can't be successful if you never start something. So don't get hung up on a domain name. Don't let that stop you. And so the first thing or the first resource that I have for you is Namecheap. Namecheap is what I use. You can also use GoDaddy. There's many other places that will provide you with a domain name. Namecheap was very simple for me, and that's the reason why I use it. But there's other resources and tools that you can use as well. And basically what you'll do is you'll search whatever domain name that you want. Let's just search samoverton.com. And when we hit search, it'll show if samoverton.com is available or not. And if it is, down here it'll say that it's available. You'll pay, I think right now the price is $8.88 or something around that price right now. But you will, if your name is not available, you can make an offer, but a lot of times these prices are really high. You may not want to do that. You want to just probably find a unique name that hasn't been taken yet. So that's my advice with that. Next thing that you will need in order for you to get your online business set up is a web hosting service. So what web hosting service is, it's a place that hosts your website. It contains all the files for your website, and they display them to the users that search for your domain name. And that's really it. So the key things that you need from a good web host is speed and great customer service. And the one that I recommend is SiteGround. That's the one that I'm using. That's why. And the reason is mainly because of their customer service, but their speeds for their website is also really great. I haven't experienced any downtime, meaning I haven't experienced any time where my website has been down at all. It hasn't had any downtime at all. So I recommend SiteGround, but there's also HostGator. There's also JustHost. And there's a ton of web hosts. You can do research if you would like to figure out what web host that you need. You just want to make sure that it's fast, has great customer service. And also one thing that SiteGround provides is a free SSL encryption. And what that is it'll display this secure button on your website, and it's free. And so that's kind of what sold me on SiteGround. There's probably other places that do that now, but when I first started my website, that's what I chose. So you just want to make sure it's fast, reliable customer service. That's the main thing that you want to make sure with a web host. So the next thing that we'll go over is now you need to build your website. So how do you build your website? There's a ton of different options. What I chose was WordPress. WordPress is basically a blogging platform, but you can use it to publish almost any type of site that you would like to have. And the reason why I chose WordPress was because I wanted to be able to customize my website to my liking. Uh, Anything that I felt that I wanted to customize, I was able to do that with WordPress. So that's the only reason why I choose WordPress. But there's a ton of different options. There's Wix, there's Squarespace. Then there's also where if you're doing sales funnels, you have ClickFunnels, lead pages. There are a ton of different options that you can go over with getting a website up and going. So WordPress is my choice. You can choose many different alternatives. I just say do a little research. I'll actually be going over a few of the different types of website builders or customizers that you can use in order to get it started. This is just to let you know what exactly you need. This is what this video is for. So the next and the most important thing to me is to make sure that you have an email tool. So what is an email marketing tool? So with this email marketing tool, when you have someone sign up for an offer or you have a sale, you have someone signs up their email to get something from you, this is where a lot of your power as a as an entrepreneur comes from, is because now you can market or sell products or provide value to your customers through email now, because you have their email. So for example, we're looking at this website. GetResponse is the tool that I'll be using. And what you'll do is for this you'll start your free trial by signing in your email address and your password. So now they have my email address. Whenever I would sign up, they can use that email address to market different products to me and have different resources that I can use to make my email marketing better, but then also sell different resources that I might need. And that's where your power comes from as a entrepreneur, is having that email. That's why I say it's the most important thing, because with all of these other things is super simple to get going, to make sure that you have. But getting email addresses is not that easy. But there's a lot of people with websites that don't do this at all. And they're missing out on potential customers that will want to buy products from them consistently, but they don't have those email addresses to market to them. And you see a lot of bad with it as well, but what I'm promoting is using it for good, is promoting products or resources that people will actually need and that can actually benefit them in the long run. And so these are my 4 things that you will need in order for you to get your website going. So I want to make sure you all click the like button, and then also, if you can, subscribe. And you all take care. Have a great day. Enjoy.